Hey and welcome to the Daily Manchester United News Show. Let's begin with our daily news. Ralf Rangnick explains what he noticed about Marcel Sabitzer since he joined United. Manchester United loanee Marcel Sabitzer has been roundly praised after his superb international performance. Marcel Sabitzer netted 2 goals for Austria to lead his nation to a 4-1 Euro 2024 qualifying victory over Azerbaijan and also provided an assist. One of the strikes came from a free kick, and his newfound confidence has been noted within the Austria setup. In quotes from his manager and teammates to channel Laola 1, Sabitzer's move to Manchester United has been credited. Austria teammate Christoph Baumgartner told Laola 1 he sees the improvement in Sabitzer's game since the last international break. He said, Sabi's performance was outstanding. You can't say it any other way. He is simply a player with a lot of quality. I think the change did him good. He is literally flourishing and is very, very good. His words were backed by Austria boss Ralf Rangnick, Manchester United's former interim manager. Rangnick added, he has a lot more confidence than when he was at Bayern. Nobody dropped out in this game, but of course you can say that Sabi was the difference player after scoring 2 goals and preparing one. Sabitzer left Bayern München after 18 months at the club, where he was only ever really regarded as a backup. He faces a tall order to win a starting spot at United, especially with Christian Eriksen set to return, but the change in environment has clearly done him the world of good. Sabitzer scored his first United goal before the break, has already won a trophy, and says he is enjoying the Premier League and the style of play under Erik Ten Hag, that he is even staying behind for extra practice. Anthony Elanga opens up on his frustrating club situation and opens the door to a possible exit. Manchester United forward Anthony Elanga has described his reduced role in the team since Erik Ten Hag's arrival as frustrating. Illanga was a regular presence in the starting 11 under former interim boss Ralf Rangnick, but Ten Hag has used him sparingly. The Swede has had to be content with a place on the bench on most occasions, with most of his appearances coming as an impact substitute or to see out the game. Last season was Ilanga's breakout campaign at United. During a disastrous period for the 20-time English champions, the academy graduate played 27 games, with 16 of these coming as a starter. The Sweden international had managed to score 3 goals during this time, which had led to high hopes from fans and the club. This season, the 20-year-old has made 24 appearances in total, but only a meager 7 have been starts. He is yet to score and has 2 assists. Illanga spoke to reporters where he reflected on his situation at Old Trafford. He admitted that amidst his struggles for game time, talks have been held between himself, Ten Hag, and even club officials over a resolution to the matter. He said, it's frustrating. You want to play, it's important, but if you don't play, it's not up to me, but up to the coach. There was talk about it leaving United in January, but right now I am focusing on United. We still have a big season ahead of us and need to finish it as well as possible. On whether his lack of playing time is unsustainable, the forward pointed out, I have spoken to Erik and it's private between the two of us. I know what he wants me to do, and I cannot just keep training hard. When the opportunity comes, I just have to be ready to take it. Illanga further remarked that not only does he converse with the club about his personal issues, but also about what is going on around him and the team in general. He said that he receives plenty of support and advice from Old Trafford officials. Dean Henderson has uncertain future at Man United. Dean Henderson is currently on loan at Nottingham Forest and is due to return to Manchester United at the end of the season, but his long-term future at Old Trafford is unclear. The 26-year-old has never established himself as a regular and must decide whether to fight for a starting place next season or cut his losses and end a 12-year stay at the club. The fact he blasted United last year for broken promises suggests a departure is on the cards. David De Gea is Henderson direct competition between the sticks but has an uncertain future as his contract is up in the summer. However, United are desperately trying to tie him down to a deal beyond 2023, and he will be keeping the 26-year-old of the side if he stays. And he will be keeping the 26-year-old out of the side if he stays. Erik Ten Hag may decide he should cash in on Henderson regardless of the player's intention. He has Tom Hitton and Jack Butland on loan as cover for De Gea and might feel the England international deserves regular playing time elsewhere. Henderson has made just 29 appearances in all competitions for United, conceding 25 goals with 13 clean sheets. He last featured for the Red Devils in December 2021. He has been loaned out 5 times in his career and hasn't even played for Forest since January, so it's hard to see Ten Hag installing him as his first choice next season. Henderson, whose deal is up in 2025, has made 20 appearances across the board for Forest but wasn't in great form earlier in the campaign. He is currently injured, so the loan move has unraveled. ESPN say Tottenham Hotspur are showing an interest in Henderson, so he should have options over the summer. It may be sensible for Ten Hag to cash in while Henderson still has value rather than keeping him an unhappy player in the squad until he runs his contract down. Eric Bailly could stay at Man United this summer after failed loan spell. Eric Bailly looked on his way out of Manchester United after joining Olympique Marseille on a season-long loan deal last summer. However, the 28-year-old may end up staying at Old Trafford as his move to the Stade Velodrome hasn't gone to plan. Marseille had an obligation to buy Bailly with conditions but may not sign him permanently as he is low down the pecking order. The Ivorian international has made 17 out of 38 appearances in all competitions for Marseille this season, but he has started only 26.3% of their available games, amassing 21.9% of the available minutes, 749 out of 3,420. Bailly has endured injury problems, a lengthy suspension, and stiff competition for a regular spot at centre back, so it's little wonder he is started only 4 league games for his new club. Foot Mercato even believe Marseille are limiting his playing time to avoid having to sign him in the coming months. Bailly has started only 1 league game since early January, which was a 3-0 defeat to Paris Saint-Germain. Erik Ten Hag has Lisandro Martinez, Rafael Varane, Harry Maguire, Victor Lindelof, Phil Jones, and Teden Mengi, meaning there are already enough centre-backs at United. Bailly was considered surplus to requirements last summer, and it's hard to see him being welcomed back with open arms. He is out of contract in 2024, so the Red Devils may want to cash in on Bailly while he still has value rather than losing him for nothing next year. Suitors are unlikely to be lining up for an injury-prone player, and United could end up being stuck with him. Sporting determined to extend Gonzalo Inacio's contract amid Man United and Newcastle interest. Sporting are prioritizing a new contract for defender Gonzalo Inacio amid interest from Manchester United and Newcastle United, according to Record. The 21-year-old is one of the best young centre-backs in Portuguese football, and United have been keeping a close eye on his performances over the past 18 months. The defender's current deal expires in June 2025, but Sporting are aiming to extend his stay for another 12 months while possibly increasing his €45 million release clause. United and Newcastle are reportedly the main candidates interested in signing Inacio. Lisandro Martinez is currently the only left-footed central defender in the squad, and manager Erik Ten Hag want another option to provide quality depth and competition. In our opinion, Inacio would be an ideal signing. The Portuguese has completed an impressive 90% of his passes this term. He has won over 4 duels and made 2 clearances per game. The youngster has also caught the eye with his tackling and strong physical presence in the box. Similar to Martinez, he is a left-footed centre-back who likes the ball at his feet. So far, Inacio has not been convinced to put pen to paper on a renewal, and he could be priced away for his clause. Newcastle are also linked, but they are unlikely to land him this summer. Inacio has already turned down a move to St. James Park and would prefer to join a top European club. United should be favourites to land him if he is prepared to fight for his place. Man United weighing up move for Gonzalo Ramos amid growing impatience at Benfica. Manchester United are weighing up a move for Gonzalo Ramos in the summer, who has grown impatient over the lack of an improved contract at Benfica. Record report. The Portugal international has been in superb form for Benfica this season, bagging 24 goals and 10 assists from just 36 appearances across all competitions. Despite his efforts, the club are yet to reward him. He was promised an increased pay last summer, but the hierarchy have not fulfilled the conditions so far. Hence, the striker is said to be disappointment with the board. It's reported that clubs such as United are starting to make calculations over a summer move for him. The Red Devils are likely to land a marquee striker in the next transfer window, and it has been reported that Napoli's Victor Osimhen is the prime target for the club. However, the Nigerian star will cost a staggering fee in the region of 150 million euros, and this could force United to look into a cheaper alternative in the transfer market. Ramos could be signed for 100 million euros this summer, and in our view, he would be a better acquisition than Osimhen. He is 3 years younger and has yet to enter his prime. The 21-year-old is obviously gifted with superb finishing skills, but also has the ability to create chances for his teammates with his impressive vision in the final third. The Portuguese has also excelled with his hold-up play and ability to win duels. He has all the traits to succeed in the Premier League and could be a leading star in the future. United won't be alone in his pursuit this summer. Chelsea are set to provide a strong competition, having failed with a late inquiry for him during the winter transfer window. Andy Cole warns against Manchester United move for Tottenham Hotspur striker Harry Kane. Manchester United icon Andy Cole has warned the Red Devils against a move for Tottenham Hotspur star Harry Kane and instead focus on a long-term target. The 29-year-old is the main target for the Old Trafford side to bolster their attack in the upcoming transfer window. However, the Manchester-based club also have 24-year-old Victor Osimhen on their radar. Speaking to King Casino Bonus, Cole, who spent 6 years at United, fears the Red Devils should pursue the Nigerian over the England international. He does not see a lot of value in the Spurs striker's arrival to the club. He said, Harry Kane is 30 years old next season, and Victor Osimhen is currently 24 years old, and he is already done a lot at his age too. If Manchester United want to pay £100 million for a 24-year-old or a 30-year-old, you have to look at it in the long term. The only value Manchester United can get from Kane is if he can win them the Premier League. Osimhen is in fine form this season. The Nigerian has found the back of the net 25 times in 29 appearances in all competitions for the Naples-based club. However, the current campaign is only the first time the 24-year-old has showcased his ability to find the back of the net consistently. In previous years, the striker was not as prolific. As for Kane, he has shown his goal-scoring ability season after season since breaking into Tottenham's first team in 2014. Subsequently, the England international has gone on to win the Premier League Golden Boot 3 times. While Kane is older than Osimhen, he has experience in the English top flight as well as a track record in the league. Therefore, it would be wise for the Red Devils to try and sign the 29-year-old before turning their attention to the Nigerian. Man United have concrete interest in Atalanta striker Rasmus Højlund. Manchester United have concrete interest in signing Atalanta striker Rasmus Højlund ahead of the summer transfer window, according to Extra Blooded. The 20-year-old signed for the Serie A club from Sturm Graz before the transfer deadline last summer, and he has been a regular starter for them since the turn of the year. Out of his 10 goal contributions, 8 have come in 2023. It's now reported that United are showing concrete interest in him, though they have yet to speak with his agent. Højlund confessed in January that he is a huge fan of the Red Devils, and Extra Blooded claim that he could be priced away for a fee between £35 million to £47 million. The Dane is still learning his trade at the age of 20, but he has shown glimpses of his immense quality. Højlund was recently brilliant in the 2-0 win over Lazio. Aside from his goal, he won 9 ground and aerial duels while completing 6 out of his 8 take-ons attempted. He also provided 3 key passes and almost scored a stellar solo goal. The striker managed to dribble his way through the midfield and defense, but was denied by the goalkeeper. Hence, it's unsurprising that United are looking at him closely. Interest in the 20-year-old should only increase further following his brilliant hat-trick for Denmark in midweek. In our opinion, United must start negotiations with Atalanta early to secure a summer deal. Personal terms could be a formality, with Højlund dreaming of playing for the club. I will be uploading daily Manchester United news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.